Let me explain to you what that damn feeling really is. I know it. You know it too. The night before, you make all these plans, you're hyped, you have got a list of things you know you are going to rush tomorrow, but then morning comes and something inside you tells, just chill today. You can do it tomorrow. And you don't even realize that this is a loop. You are stuck in a loop every single day, choosing dopamine instead of progress, pushing your goal to tomorrow, again and again and again. Look, I used to be lazy. I know how crappy it feels to give your all for just 13 minutes. Fully focused, completely locked in, only to lose all your energy right after and forget why you even started. I know how depressing it is to write down all your big yearly goals in January, only to forget about them a few weeks later. I've been there, over and over and again. But here is what I also know. There is a way to break out of that cycle. But before we talk about the solution, we need to understand the real root of this feeling. It's simple. It's called motivation. Some days you have it, most days you don't. And you just keep waiting for that one day when you'll be super motivated again. But let me be real with you. That day, it's not coming. So here we are left with two scenarios. Scenario 1. You do on motivation. You wait around for that one perfect day where everything feels right. You keep hoping for that magical spark to appear and make everything easy. But that is not a strategy. That's just wasting your life because motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. It's not reliable. But scenario 2. You stop doing on motivation and you switch to duty. You don't act based on how you feel. You act because it's your responsibility. And that mindset is everything. Because when you do your goals as a duty, you stop depending on your emotions. So now you know motivation is temporary and what really matters is duty. So how do you develop this mindset of duty? By giving your life a real and meaningful goal. Yeah, your goal can be something cool like a lecture goal, that's fun, but for me personally, I prefer to have a goal that lasts. A goal that won't let me quit. A goal that makes me fight every single day, no matter how hard it gets. Something like helping my family. That's the kind of goal that makes quitting not even an option. And it gets it. I know how painful it is to feel like you are not moving forward. To feel like you are trying and trying and still failing. You start to think you are the problem. But let me tell you something. It's not you. It's your goal. Your goal isn't strong enough. Your goal doesn't hit deep enough. And that is why you keep failing off. Yes, luxury cars and big houses in Los Angeles are amazing goals. But they don't last. I love cars. But over the years, my favorite car has changed so many times. You know why? Because those goals are based on emotion, not vision. So here is what we have learned so far. Motivation is unreliable, duty is what creates consistency, and strong meaningful goals make that duty possible. Now let's talk about something a lot of motivational speakers say. Write your goals down to increase your chance of achieving them. And writing your goals is not bad. But here's the thing. It's not about writing them once and forgetting about them. It's not about getting excited and then dropping off a week later. You have to see your goal every day. Live with it. Rest with it. Remind yourself why you are doing this. Every single day. You may ask how? By consistency. So, how to have consistency? I told you before. By having a meaningful and powerful goal. Now that we have released motivation isn't what we need, and what really matters is having a sense of duty, let me show you a simple but powerful method. This method will help you save time and make the most out of your day. Let's break it down with two different scenarios. Scenario 1. Imagine you have two main tasks for today. Study for 3 hours and go to the gym for 1 hour. You wake up at 12 p.m. Then from 12 to half past 1 p.m. you eat lunch and rest a bit. Suddenly one of your friends calls and invites you out. You hang out with them until 5 p.m. You come back home and from 5 to 8 p.m. you study. You take a break and then go to the gym from half past 8 to half past 9 p.m. After that, you eat dinner, relax and go to the bed. Sounds like a good day, right? Yeah, but there is one big difference when we compare it to the second scenario. But scenario 2, you wake up at 8 a.m., you study from 8 to 11 a.m., then you take a short break and go to the gym until 1 p.m. And now you are done with all your main tasks. Now the rest of the day is yours. You can do whatever you want. But even more than that, you now have the freedom and energy to take on the extra tasks too. Maybe it's catching up on something you have been putting off. Maybe it's working on a side project or just planning ahead. Whatever it is, you now have the space and time for it. This is what we call a smart time management. In the first scenario, you are busy all the day, and actually at the end, you finish your task, but you have got no extra time or freedom left. But in the second one, you get everything done early and the rest of the day is completely open. But here's another thing you should know. Not everyone hits their peak focus in the morning. Some people get sharp and fully switch on at night. That is when everything clicks and you can actually get the work done. Just take the method and bring it to the night. Instead of saying, I have to wake up at 8 a.m. to get things done, do your work at night. For example, start your main work at 8 p.m., work from 8 to 11 p.m. on your most important task, studying, trading, projects, and then take a short break, then do lighter tasks or relax. By the end of the night, your main work is done and you still have time to rest and plan ahead. See, it doesn't matter if you work in the morning or at night. The point is doing your main work. So if you focus better at night, then work at night. The problem with most people is thinking this method only works for morning people, but no, it works for anyone and anytime. So let me ask you this. What are you doing with your life? What is your reason? Is it strong enough to make you fight, even when everything in you wants to quit? Because in the end, the green doesn't stop, the journey never ends, and neither will we.